Hi everyone, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. So today we are starting our series on Autumn's Tale journal, and this image is going to be our cover, just as a reminder. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, by the way, the scan and cut did reasonably well. I mean, there's some images it didn't see, which just does not make any sense to me, because it saw other images that are in essence the same. So yeah, I don't really understand that machine too well, but for the most part it did a pretty good job. So I was happy, because there is it didn't seem like it but there is a lot of ephemera to this kit, and a lot of things needed to be cut out. What I did find very, very fun in watching the scan and cut is that some of these ephemeras, you know, have the look of a stamp, and you know, the edge of it is kind of, you know, done, you know, like a stamp would, and the scan and cut actually did that. And I thought, oh, that's awesome, because yeah, I don't do that. When I cut out something that looks like a stamp, it's got straight edges, but I don't know if you can see that. And this one, it didn't do a spectacular job, as you can tell, but I think a little bit of ink might just fix that issue. But yeah, it did the little in and out stuff. So anyway, I thought that was fun. Okay, so we are starting on our journal, and I have my pages here. What I've decided to do is round the corners. We might as well do that on these. No particular reason other than I just kind of prefer rounded corners. I don't always do it in my journals, but these I did. I will tell you the dimensions of these pages are 5 inches wide and 8 inches tall. Okay? Just in case, you know, you want to make something similar, although the size is pretty, you know, it's irrelevant really. It's whatever, you know, you want to do. I haven't made the cover yet, haven't even started. So we're just doing the pages. So I have these pages in the order that I want them to be in. And there's, I believe, 10 altogether. So I've done some pre-work just to save time on the video. So I'm going to take that off and move this over to the side. So this is our first page, and of course I picked that impression of the lady. And this is going to be a fold out, and it goes underneath the lady, so she's kind of peeking out there. Okay, I didn't measure that really well, so let's take care of that right now. I don't want it quite that long. And I'm using, what am I using here? Oh, Vintage Photo. And I think I should round these too. I'm using Vintage Photo and Rusty Hinge to go around everything. It just kind of gives it this really nice autumn-like look. And I'm really liking Rusty Hinge. It's been in my stash for quite a long time. I don't hardly ever use it, but I'm really liking it. So that's gonna go on like that. And then this is gonna be a flip, and it's got writing space here. So just like that, I think. Just like that. Yep. Okay. So, first of all, I want to get this glued down. I hope everyone's well and having a good week. Getting some crafting done. What are you working on? What's your projects? Are you making anything for Christmas presents? Okay, so that's glued down right there. So, do I want to round these corners? Maybe I do, huh? Alright, I need to re-ink that. I've gone through and I have inked everything just to save some time and some of that mundane stuff that you don't need to show me how to ink. You don't need me to show you how to ink. What did I say originally? I don't even know, but it didn't sound right. Okay, so right like that. Alright, so you're just gonna get some glue on. Just enough, but not too much. Because I just think that if you have a lot of glue seeping out everywhere, then you use too much and you're wasting it, right? Because this glue is not cheap. I mean, I suppose if you have all the money in the world, you can afford to do that, but I would rather be a little frugal with my glue. Okay, oops, oh boy, this, I'm just trying to get it, maybe I should have put some marks or something, huh? That might have been a plan. Okay. Yeah, if you do this, you spread it out and you got a lot of glue coming out your edges. See, I've got nothing coming out my edges. You're just using way too much. There's no point in doing that. Okay, so there's that. And now I have this little pocket. Okay, how did I have this? how did I have this? I don't even remember. Did I have that on there like that? I don't think we need that, do we? Okay, wait a minute. I had this all worked out. I really did. Okay, that went like that. This went here. That's what it was. That went there. And this tucks in. Oh, I didn't back it. I need to back that for a writing spot. And this looks like it needs a little bit of rounding action. There we go. So I was going to put this on as a flip thing, but that's going to stick out, and I don't think I want that sticking out there. I think that would not be a good thing. You know, it's not like lace or something like that that's sticking out. It's something that's going to get wear and tear and what have you. Okay, so put that in there like that. Just like that. So I hope I'm in frame. I wish I could say holler. If I go out of frame, holler. Okay. So this. It's got little wings on it, so, you know, there's a lot that could fit in this pocket. More so than just one piece of paper, because it has those wings. Maybe we want to do that, huh? Yeah. I thought I had these things worked out, but you know, when you start actually doing it, then things look different. And that's okay. You know, we can change our mind. Okay, so we need to back this. That's going to be difficult, isn't it? All right, so I have this. See, look at this. Do you like that pattern? What do you think? Do you like this pattern on here? I don't. I don't particularly like that pattern. And it happens when I'm coffee dyeing paper, because the new cookie sheets that I use, I don't bake cookies. I buy it to bake paper. Unfortunately, I was trying to get some that were big enough that would take two sheets of paper at a time. And the ones I got, I don't know, something was wrong with their measurements because it's not quite big enough. But anyway, it has this design on the bottom that I didn't even take into consideration. And then to my dismay, when I started pulling out my paper, I had this design on it. And yeah, at first I wasn't too sure, but now I've decided No, I really don't like it. So I'm gonna have to try and find some new cookie sheets that, and I have to watch for, you know, some kind of decoration that might be on the bottom. I don't know why they would do that, but yeah, I don't suppose having some kind of design on the bottom of your cookies is gonna matter, but the design matters when you're baking paper. I keep trying to find some kind of plastic lace that I can use to, you know, lay that on the bottom of the cookie tray and, you know, get the lace impression on my papers. But I'm having a hard time finding that. I'm sure it's in the cheap stores, like maybe dollar store, something like that. Although, you know what I've discovered, you know, I watch these videos where people are, you know, going to Dollar Tree or Dollar Store or whatever you want to call them, and they're doing, you know, hacks on, you know, crafting or something like that. And see, I buy this at the dollar store and I can make that type of thing. You know what I mean? I find those interesting when I'm in the mood. But I have noticed that not all dollar stores have the same items. Because I go to my dollar store in my neighborhood, and or my community, actually, we only have one. They don't have the same stuff there. So that was disappointing. Okay, so what do you think? A little pocket with a little journaling place on there. And then it flips open and there's a journaling place here, and then we have a pretty lady, and I think that is good. I was making some leaves. Was I? What, didn't I make leaves? I did. I made one leaf. So it's kind of a big one though. But we could do something with this, huh? Let's see what Rusty Hinge does. This is Distress ink. I find that the oxide makes weird texture in the stamp, and I'm not sure why that is. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I like that. Awesome. Keep that one out. Yeah, that's one of the stamps I made. It's in a video. Okay, so there's page 1. Oh, got things kind of mixed up here. All right, page 2. So this, all of these are the same. I backed them with, this is that beautiful paper from the kit, and I ran, well, I went over that in the first video. This is paper I pulled from a scrapbook pad, and then I just cut it down to 5.5 by 11 and ran it through the printer, printing this paper on the back side from the kit, because it was just one-sided. So that's what they're all like. So anyway, so for this side, I made a pocket with some of the other scrapbook paper I pulled out that I showed you in the first video. And we have this. Oh, okay, so I made this envelope from scrap paper from this kit, and we need to glue the sides. So we'll do that. I didn't want to do everything, you know, prior to the video, but I tried to get a lot of things done ahead of time that, you know, it's just time consuming. And like inking everything, I did that ahead of time. I also cut this out from this paper here, cut out the little disc so we can, as a closure for that. I didn't think that was too earth-shattering that, you know, you needed to see that done. So now we have a little pocket, or a little envelope, I guess. Okay, so on the back, I wanted to put this and this along here, like that. Am I in frame? Yes, I am. Okay, so I wanted to do that, and then, oh, this has two sides though. Did I know that? And then the inside was already ran through. What I did with the ephemera pages from the kit, I took the ephemera pages and ran them through again, so I would have a backing on everything. And then I just took some plain coffee dyed paper and put over there to make it a little writing spot. So I don't want to glue that down. Maybe we'll use this and make a little tuck spot. Would that work, I wonder? Or a belly band. Oh, that would work, huh? We can make that into a little belly band. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I'm happy. Let's see. Do I have anything? I must. The words that come in this kit, I don't know. They don't really speak to me. I mean, there's a few that I like, but a lot of them say, I don't know, don't say the right thing. That's cool. Where's my scissors? See, this is one of those places where that scan and cut, just a couple sides there, was off. Although I have to be fair, I have to say that at least one page kind of buckled a little bit as the scan and cut was going over it. It kind of buckled. And so that might be why some of the cuts are off. But all in all, I mean, it saved me quite a bit of time cutting out. I don't know. I just was not. I don't seem to be aware of just how much ephemera was in this kit. So I was really happy that I didn't have to set and cut it all out. So I'm going to get a little bit of glue on the edges here. Move that out of the way and get that glued down. So then you could put little trinkets inside this envelope, you know, ticket stubs or something like that, and then you could write on here, you know, when and where and who, and, you know, that kind of stuff as a remembrance. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so I let that dry, and we're gonna put this pocket on. And I have this all inked up ahead of time, so that's nice. Plus the fact that when I'm doing this and talking to you, a lot of times I miss out. I mean, I don't think to ink. I forget. So, and you know, some of you might be thinking, she doesn't decorate before she puts in her signature. And you're right, I don't, because I don't personally like that. Sewing signatures into a journal is not what I consider a fun thing to do in the best of circumstances. And trying to do that with pages that have been decorated and are heavy or awkward just, you know, makes the whole process even less desirable. So yes, you're right. I do not decorate before I put in my signatures. But this one is going to have the Madeira style, where it has the elastic that holds in the signature. So that's why I'm decorating first, is because the signatures are going to go in and be held by elastic cord. Okay, so that's right side up. I was wondering, So, okay, so now you can see both sides. There. Okay, so I also had a tag that I wanted to put in there, and I cut a tag from some of that scrapbook paper, and this is from the kit, and I glued on this button here, and I put in a eyelet here, made a hole, and just you know, tied the button, and I wanted to stick this one on to that one. I wonder if we want anything around here. I got this little thing from Temu, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's just, it came like this, and all these little bits and pieces that are supposed to be, you know, coffee dyed look, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying that. So I wonder if we want to do something like this. Do I have enough that I could cut that in half? Okay. So we'll put that there. I mean, I don't want to waste it, you know. What's the point of having most of the material, you know, underneath here where you're, you know, you're not even seeing it. That doesn't make sense to me. So there, how about that? Oh, have I been in frame? I hope so. So, yeah. All right. Glue on here. And gluing around things like this is always challenging, isn't it? Right about there. Okay, like this. I want to make sure I get the edges because we don't want edges lifting up later and getting caught on something and it tears and just a debacle, isn't it? There we go. And now we'll put that there, huh? Yeah, see, I ran all the ephemera pages through so they had a backside. It was covered. And I used the lighter paper so, you know, it could be a writing surface. You know, just in case. It just saves a lot of time if you do that. You know, just run your ephemera through a second time and print something on the back. That way it's all covered and all good and all, you know, whether you use it like that or whether you glue it down like I just did here, you know, it's still done and ready to be used. So there we go. Is there something else we want to do? I wouldn't mind, you know, the words are funny. I mean, like owl, birds, you and me. I'm not going to use that. Wonderlist, winter, wolves, blue. Why is there a thingy called blue? I don't know. Owl, butterfly, birds, whisper. Okay. Yeah, this is another one that I think it's this sheet that went kind of cattywampus when it was in the cutter. I don't know. For the most part though, it worked out pretty good. So I was happy about that. But yeah, some things it didn't see, and you know, the things that it wasn't seeing wasn't any different from the things it was seeing. So I have no idea. Or it wasn't seeing the item, but it saw a couple of little spots that it was going to cut out in the middle of the item. So I didn't run it at all because I don't know how to delete, you know, those little areas that it was going to cut out that I didn't want cut out. I don't know how to delete that. The screen is very small on my scan and cut, and you know, it's kind of difficult to do a lot of that detailed type stuff. So there we go. All right. bring this back. This is all glued, so we'll slip that in the pocket. And this, the pocket has wings, so therefore there's enough room for, you know, this kind of thing. So there we go. What do you think? That's our first page. I haven't decided on the insides. What do you think we should put on the insides? Nothing, and just leave it for, you know, the person using the journal to do something with or to write on? Or should we add some pockets maybe? I don't know. Let me know, okay? What should we do with the inside of the pages? Come out of there. Oh. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so one is done. Let's see, I'll put it over there, I guess. All right, here's number 2. And take that off and put that over there. Okay, so this one, I did stick this down. I did glue this down on 3 sides. I left it open for a pocket. Okay. And I did cut this out with a circle punch, and I glued an image from the kit onto there, and I also put a piece of acetate over the top to make it a little window thing. And then here I have these elements together that I was going to decorate this with, and I thought I would save that for us. I remember what I was gonna do. That's always the problem, isn't it? Okay, so this is from that coffee, this coffee kit that I got from Temu. This was from that. Oh, and these little butterfly, that's not from this kit either, but this is. Yeah, I don't know where those were just something I had in my stash that I thought would go really well with this kit. All right, trying to cover that is making me crazy, so I'm just gonna cut it off. That'll teach you for making me crazy. Okay. All right, so let's get this glued down first. Too much stuff on my desk here. Getting crowded. All right. Oh, and this piece of paper was something else I got from Temu a while back. It's this pad here of greens. It's just all different color of greens, and it's kind of textured paper, so it's kind of fun to use in collages and stuff like that. So I'll put that right there. Let's see, so I'm gonna, yeah. Where's it? There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh my. Just right down like that. One nice thing about a glue stick is you don't have to worry about that seeping out all over the place. You can use as much as you want and it will never seep out. It does a good job too. I mean, it holds things down. This is the Pin and Gear. It seems to be okay. It's not what I typically use, but okay, so now we wanted to do something like that and something like this. So I can get the edges really good and, you know, not have to worry about seepage and all that. So, oops, that right about there. This is so much fun, guys. I tell ya, I hope you're gonna make this along with me. You don't have to use this kit. You could use anything. You could use ephemera that you have in your stash and just pull out, you know, scrapbook page paper. The reason I use scrapbook paper is because I wanted these pages to be, you know, cardstock type of weight to them. So that's why I used the scrapbook paper, because I wanted the heavier paper. So it was just an idea that I had. So I had the scrapbook paper sitting here, and I actually had the pages torn out, you know. And then I saw this kit, and I thought, oh, that would be fun to work with. So, of course, I added to my extensive library of digitals. Like I needed another digital, like I needed a hole in the head, but, you know. So that one is not backed. Do we want to back it, or do we just leave it white? What do you think, huh? Don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that. I mean, a white background is perfectly good for writing and stuff like that, you know. Although I did get the stencil, so let's see what happens here. So it has oh, that's, is that, oh, it has a protective shield on it. Oh, I had no idea. Why would it have this shield on it? Now I gotta have to, oh, there we go. Okay. Whee! Alright. Well, I'm glad I noticed that. Alright, so it has little lines for writing. So, oh, probably don't want to do it on my, oh, I'm gonna have this mat ruined. I was trying to use my glass mat because it's easy to clean. The problem is that it's glass, and so I noticed that there was a glare on the videos. So I'm just like, oh geez, well, that's not good. I don't know how other people keep from having that glare. I've seen other people with those black mats from Tim Holtz, but they don't have the glare from the light. So I'm not sure if they've put something, coated it with something. I don't know. Anyway, so I've got some of my vintage photo ink, and we're just gonna see how or if this works. Now, in the description of this material, it showed, you know, taking a pen or a pencil and just going, you know, marking the lines. But, you know, we have to be more creative than that, don't we? So, just, I think the hardest part is making sure that it doesn't move, because that would be bad. All right, I'm going to take some Rusty Hinge and just kind of go like that along the edge, and ta-da! Well, now it's not bad. I could have done a better job, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to. Putting things back into these bags is really challenging because everything wants to stick to that sticky bit. I suppose you just probably should cut the sticky bit off. Alright, so we'll put that away. Alright, so we've got little lines there, indication of writing anyway. So then this slips inside of there, just like that. And we have this little thing that indicates that, yes, in fact, something is in there. I like that. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so there, the back side. Oh, what's that? What is that? Okay, so the back side, I have glue on there. I did some stamping just with a little script stamp that I have. Oh, this is just bugging me. Okay. They probably never will be seen. Okay. So, I had these bits from the kit, and I thought, well, this would be nice to use just like this and have it be a tuck. So I am just going to glue kind of around this back edge. Just like that. So I just have glue going around here. And I wonder, I would like to do something first though. I thinking? I've got some coffee dyed cheesecloth. So, yeah, cheesecloth, that's what it's called, right? Don't need a very big piece. Okay. This is how I find that, you know, if you want something to have kind of a torn look, but you can't actually tear it or whatever, you just take your scissors and go like that when you're cutting it. You know, that might work. It depends on the material, of course, but so if I have something like that there. I don't know what's going on outside. Can you hear that? Probably can't. Probably can't. I notice that a lot. People on videos say, oh, my dogs are barking, or, you know, something else. And I'm like, I don't hear anything. You know, so you probably can't hear it, but I can hear it. It's rumbling and something. I'll tell you what, people. Living on a golf course is very noisy. You would think it would be quiet and serene, wouldn't you? But no, it is very noisy living on a golf course. They are constantly doing something out there. Mowing, thatching, I don't know, taking down trees that have gotten damaged in the winter. I mean, there's constantly something. And it's very noisy living on a golf course. I wouldn't have thought that to be the case. Not that I bought this house because it was on a golf course. That was just, well, I'm not sure if it was a bonus or not, because property taxes are higher for me because my house is on a golf course. It wasn't my first thought. In fact, this house wasn't the first house I looked at or wanted to buy. I had a couple other houses actually that I put offers on, and they rejected because I hadn't sold my condo yet. Well, I didn't want to do that. I didn't, because I knew my condo, or I suspected that my condo would sell relatively quickly, and I didn't want to put myself in a position of, you know, having my house sold and not having, you know, the house that I'm going to buy already set up. Because that happened to me before when I bought the condo. My house sold really quick, and then I had to scramble to find a place to buy, and I bought a condo that I ended up not being happy with. And, you know, that I was forced into buying something that I really, you know, wasn't meeting my needs. But, you know, because my house sold so quickly, I was kind of between a rock and a hard place. So I didn't want to do that again, you know. So I wanted to not put my condo on the market until I found something and had a contingent offer on it. But I had made offers on 2 other homes, and they both rejected because my condo wasn't sold. So I reluctantly put my condo on the market, and of course it sold in 4 days. And then I was between a rock and a hard place once again, and I had to find something relatively quickly. Quickly. Oh my goodness. Quickly. So And by that time, the houses that I was interested in, of course, they had gotten other offers and they were off the market. So I had to find a place, and so I ended up, this house that was on the golf course was the nicest one of the ones that were for sale. There were several for sale, but they required more updating and repairs than I was in a position to do. You know, if somebody can do a lot of that work themselves, it's great, you know. And a few years ago, I would have not hesitated in because I love doing house DIY stuff. I really loved it. Unfortunately, physically, I can't do that anymore. So, yeah, I didn't want to take on something that needed a lot, so I ended up with this one on the golf course. So anyway, here's a tag. The tag was in the kit. This ephemera was in the kit. I added a little bit of bling here and some fabric, and I put it down underneath that. I thought that kind of worked, you know, I thought that turned out really well. I had not done this before with tags, but yeah, that really worked out. And then the back was covered because I ran the ephemera through a second time, but I covered it with some, you know, plain coffee dyed paper as kind of a, you know, maybe a better writing spot. I'll have to take a drink, sorry. I swallowed a bug. Anyway, so that will go in just like that. Isn't that cute? I love how that turned out. All right, we're going to have to glue you down a little bit here. Yeah, so anyway, living on a golf course is not quiet and serene at all. It's very noisy. Okay. And then, of course, you know, you have these wayward golf balls that come along and hit your house ever so often. How they manage to do that is beyond me, because we're not in the line of fire that I wouldn't consider this house to be in the line of fire. But somehow they managed to do a 90-degree hit or something. I don't know. It's very odd. Okay, so that's number 2 down. Are we cooking with gas or are we slow? Oh, we're slow. Oh. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do the 3rd. I'm sure there's areas that you can't speed through. Okay, so, oh, that's gonna take some time. Okay, well, all right. So I have these pieces. This was in the kit. This was in the kit. This was in the kit. This is from that coffee thing that I got from Temu. That's from the coffee thing from Temu, and that's just a piece of fabric that I had. And here I took a piece of that fabric and I did something different with the tag topper. And I don't know if you can see that. I took one of those things that are in the, I can't remember what they're called. Never mind. Just never mind. I can't remember what they're called. But anyway, it's like a little magnifying glass, and I put a little picture under it, and I like how that turned out. And then this is just a Chinese coin that I glued on there. Okay, so I stopped there. I was gonna, you know, continue with my little decorations, and then I thought, I should probably stop and let everyone see this. What I was going to do, though. It always helps if you remember what you were going to do. Huh? I think I wanted to cover this white spot here. I don't know why the cutter didn't cut that out. I would have thought that it would have, but it did not even notice it. So, and there's no way I could cut that out and not really just destroy it. So, yeah. I thought it's probably best if I don't even try to do that, because I don't think that would turn out well. Some people can do some amazing things with craft knife. Not me. I don't do amazing things with craft knives. All right. So I found that on open weave type things, if you pounce, if you're using a glue stick anyway, if you pounce instead of, you know, rub it like this, then you don't get glue, you know, coming up through all the little, you know, holes and stuff. Does that make sense? So, just like that. And get my fabric stuff. I am almost out of this. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. I don't think I have any more. I ordered it, but it didn't come, so I'm not sure if Amazon was out or what. So just, yeah, just like that. I just wanted to put that fabric down there, carry the fabric, you know, from one to the other, and just, you know, cover up that white spot. All right, so the other thing I was thinking, we've all seen these that come in kits, right? It's a, you know, kind of a slant pocket with wings, right? But well, actually, I think I saw this done. Well, no, I didn't see this done, but I saw another one done, and it made me think of these slant pockets that you get in kits, and another way to use them. So, I cut off the wings. And I'm trying to keep that border, but get rid of the white. This is why I didn't put this through the cutter, because, well, I mean, I could have. It would have been all right. I just, you know, would have to cut off the wings anyway. But so I'm gonna ink that up. Okay, so what I was thinking was, right like that. do this. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to glue down this side. That, I think so. Glue that side and this side. And put that right there. Okay, so I just glued down this side and this side over here. Okay, and then this one, is that crooked? No, doesn't look crooked. This is just throwing me off, I guess. And then we're going to, over here in this corner, we're going to put that in there just like that. So it just barely covers that corner. Okay, so we're going to go down the side, and this one we're going across the bottom, and then on this side. Okay, and again we want to just cover that corner there. Just like that. So anyway, yeah, I thought this was a really good, you know, alternative way of using those kind of pockets. Oh, for heavenly days. Okay, so yeah, I saw this done, and I thought of those pockets that come in kits, and I thought, oh, yeah, you could do that. All right, so then this one is too big. Oh, I measured. I know I measured, but it's not. What is wrong? What is happening here? Sometimes if you take a bone folder and send that down in there, yeah, I glued the sides in too much. There we go. So if you take a bone folder and you know, go down in there, you kind of smooth out what you might be hitting. And then this one goes in this first one, and this was glued down here, but this one goes all the way through. Does that make sense? So there's that one. Okay, now for the back side, we got a bump. Well, we can take this one out so we don't have a bump. All right. So this one, I am not sure how this is going to work. Let's ink this up. So what I did is I just cut a piece from the scrapbook paper that I had, like here. And this is 5 inches wide and 6.5 tall. And then I just scored it in the middle and folded it. That's it. And do we want to... Actually, I think we want to go this way, don't we? So it doesn't look like it was quite half. Hee-haw. Alright, so we're going to go this way with it. So I want to round these corners. Just so everything looks kind of cohesive. You know, once you start rounding corners, you got to continue rounding corners. Otherwise, things don't look quite right. Okay. And as much as I did ahead of a time, this video is still going to be kind of long, but and I couldn't really even tell you what segments to skip over, because I'm not spending a lot of time, you know, fussy cutting or anything like that. So I had marked where I wanted the center to be, so I'm just going to do that. That way I know on this side where it should be. Okay, so you can have it go this way, or you can have it go that way. It doesn't matter. It depends on your page, you know. So, this side. Oh, and I stamped that. Oh, that's what was looking different. I thought, why does it look different? It's because I stamped it. Alright, so, but luckily, I have my little script stamp here at the ready, and we will fix this problem. There we go. See? Just like that. Okay, so now we want to take our punch. Oh, you know what? I need to back this or my punch won't work. My punch is a pain in the boot. It won't work with a single. Okay, so this is a 2-inch punch, but you could use any size you want. You just want to make sure that oh boy, now it's having a problem going through 2 pieces. But I'll tell you, if I only go through 1, I'm going to run into a problem. I know I will. Okay, so that's why I made those little marks, is to just try to get these in the right spot. Whoa. That is just ridiculous. Okay. So, here we are. This is what we've got. And you know what? We're going to have to line this. Did not think that through. Alright, so what do we got over here? I've got all kinds of offcuts and what have you. What's this? Oh, that would be so close. Oh, it would work. Alright, awesome. Or would this work better? What do you think? I think this one works better with all of that. Oh well. Alright, so I am just going to, where's my glue? this going like this. And lay that down in there, being careful not to go over where the fold is. Go. I don't know if this is going to turn out, but we'll see. Okay, put that back over there where my scraps are. Okay, so just like that. And I want to get out some acetate. And measure this off. Oh, let go. Over. I don't even know where I got this. I don't. It might be the transfer or transparent film that I had, that I got from the office supply. It's what you use in an overhead projector. Do they even use those anymore? I don't know. That trusty little supply might be on its way out. Maybe we need to stock up, because I find that the transparent film they have, and they also have the transparent film that works in a inkjet printer, so you can actually print things on it as well, which is pretty cool. But I find that it works really good when you want, you know, to use acetate. And it's relatively inexpensive because it's in the office products department and not the crafting department. All right. Okay, here we go. Didn't want to use my scraper across that. Just want to make sure it's all glued down nicely. Okay, now I want to, you know, I forgot to ink around the holes. Doggone it. See, now if I would have done this before the video, I would have inked around the holes, but I forgot. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take our scissors and cut right along here and right along about here. And this we can ink. So we should. We can, so we should. I wish I would have thought to ink the holes. But it's alright. Okay, so now this is what we have. And you're thinking, well, what exactly is it that we have, Maxine? Well, I don't know. No, I do know. I do know. Okay, so we want something peeking through. I really have too much stuff on my desk. I really do. Well, we don't want that to get ruined, because that's going to be our cover. Alright, so what do we got here? We got these guys. Ooh, that would work. Oh, it's too bad it's so small. I wonder if this one would work better. That's good. That's good. I guess I don't have to be all that careful with cutting this out, do I? Considering. And let's see. Mean owl. Huh. Cute fox. Cute fox. Cute little baby fox. I like the cute little baby fox. What do you think? I'm in frame, aren't I? Oh, jeez. Have I not been in frame? Oh. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Alright. So. Well, maybe we better leave that. So it has something to grab onto. Right? So, we want her and then the little baby fox. So, and I don't want to get that glued. So, be careful of that. I don't want to get that glued. And let's see, we don't want to get that glued. So I'll get out of the way. And we might want to use this glue instead, huh? Because we need to get a thin glue all around here. All right, now we can do this without totally making a mess. We want to get the little face. There, just like that. Huh? That worked. Okay. And now let's see, this one, this down here, we want to run a bead of glue just around the edge. Okay. And glue that down. Oops. Match up front to the back. Okay. What is happening here? Huh. Okay. There we go. All right. So then we want to I'm trying to teach the paper what I want it to do here. So, here we go. All right, so now I want to glue right along here. Just like that. Okay. And now our little girl, Missy Kitty. So we're just going to put some glue around this opening. And again, we want to make sure we get her plate. Uh-oh. Is that on the... Oh, no. Is that on the outside or the inside? Oh, jeez. Don't want that in there. That was on the outside. Okay. So, we want to place this just like that. That's a sweet picture, isn't it? Okay. And then trim off the excess here. Out. Like that. Okay. So we want to glue the outside and around the top. Okay. Now, what do I have? There's nothing in the kit really that would work for this. At least not that I can think of right now. But I do have, and I think I had a video on this, making your own tags. So what we do is, if it works, there. So you can stick some stuff in here. See? Fill that up. Little tags. Got something else. Isn't that cute? I love these. I absolutely love these. I have a video on making your own tags. So see, we can fill those. And then what we could also do is glue it on the 3 sides and have this be a tuck spot too. Oh, we got some white showing. Of course, probably the best thing to do would be just to add some more ink, huh? There we go. So, all right. Oh my. So these are fun. These are awesome. Look at that one with the button. Oh, I digress. But anyway, those are fun. Those are fun to have in your stash. So I do have a video on making your own labels. Okay, so this will go on here like this. And we're going to just glue it down on the top and along the inside and then across the bottom. And put it right in here like this. Oops. Okay. Just like that. And then I know I have some postcard looking ephemera. I can find it. We got that. Oh, come on. Where are you? Here we go. There. I got some postcard ephemera. And this tag that came with the kit. So we could slip this in here like that, and this in here like that. So there we go. And find our other little tag and put it back in here. There we go. So there's our third page done. So I hope you like this project. I hope you're going to give it a go and craft along with me. Watch for the next video on the upcoming pages. 10 pages, 3 down. So I will see you next time. Until then, take care.